And Nigerians are already pressing South Africans next.
You are not a match. They can't match South Africa.
Are you sure?
No. If they put that attitude against Mali, I'm sorry.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. The question I'll ask with regard to that: do you have that leadership in the Black Stars team again?
You think it's an issue? It's an issue of leadership.
The
moment they are singing the national anthem, and you see Steve Appiah's head alone. Morale. Allah, morale.
The veins in the head. The only player I will keep in that back four is that we will use the pace of Sulemana, the strength of Jordan, and of course Semenyo, and then the skills of Mohamed Kudus. Draw will be a win for Nigeria, a very slim margin win for South Africa. Like I said, Nigeria will feel happy if they get a draw. But a draw would definitely not help Nigeria. Right, guys, welcome back to the show, PHS Football. As usual, my name is Prince Samdan, and we are here with some reviews of the games that happened yesterday in regards to World Cup Qualifiers Africa edition, and some surprising results. Not too surprising, but I mean, some people chopping goals like Massa is, and I said on the other episode that some of these teams should be sorted. How can you allow Burkina Faso to beat you 6-0? And you are playing to qualify for World Cup? It doesn't make sense. Right, guys, as I said, Burkina Faso trashed Djibouti by 6-0. And my man lost his game. Kenya lost to Gambia by 3-1. Actually, I was looking out for Benin to actually win this game, but unfortunately, it looks like Kenya fell short of ideas and they had to let go that one to Gambia. I mean, Gambia is not also an easy side. Yes.
Talk about Minter and all of the players.
He was
key in that game. Key in that game. And guys, we are super excited to bring you all the results that happened yesterday, as well as the Ghana game and the South Africa game that will be happening within the week. That's on Monday. And forward. So we'll be doing the preview of those games as well, and expect nothing but amazing content right here on the show. As usual, my name is Prince Amdan, and I'm here with my man DJ Amando. Why is it that these days I'm just
because Jogo is giving you pressure. I don't DJ is giving you pressure. So he's not even here.
I'm here with my man GH
in the building.
Yeah, I'm here. Right.
Charlie.
Now I got it right. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, bro.
Unfortunately, DJ is not able to join us today. But trust us, we are going to give you amazing content right here. Right. And as I told you, this is your number one channel for anything African football. Right. We are right here to deliver it for you. Right, GH, yesterday we had some incredible games and some not too, pleasing to watch. First of all, let's start with the Somalia Guinea game. Guinea gave Somalia 3-0.
Yeah, not surprising. We sat here and we mentioned that it will be a surprise if Somalia
is able to match Guinea,
because we've understood how the Guineans are also working now, trying to also climb up the ladder in terms of international football.
Right.
So for me, it wasn't a surprise for me. And critically, I think they also deserve this win and they want to push for the World Cup
forward.
Yeah,
but it's still. And I remember we said that their group is still quite open because now Guinea, with 7 games, have 10 points.
10 points.
Mozambique, who are third, have 12 points. Uganda, who are second, also have 12. So it's just a matter of Guinea winning and probably Mozambique and Co losing and exactly. For them to,
basically 3 games to go.
But Algeria is
they are gone.
They are gone. They're already qualified to the for the World Cup. Right, now let's move to the next game. Please, guys, don't forget to also leave your thoughts in the comment section. This show is always big when you also leave your thoughts in the comment section. It makes us understand how you feel, and it makes us understand that you enjoy the show as well. And also don't forget to let us know which part of Africa you are watching from, which part of the world you are watching from. Let's represent your country. Let's, unite as Africans, and let's make African football more entertaining and more enjoyable. Now, let's go to the game against Namibia. Namibia against Malawi.
Yeah.
Malawi Malawi winning by 2-1, a narrow win.
Yeah, very,
right.
Very,
What's your thoughts on that game?
Definitely, for me, I think it was 50-50. And the quality of both teams looks very similar at the same level. And it could have been a draw. It could have easily been a draw. But I think Namibia
took their chances.
And, of course, we went ahead and then finishing off. These games are always critical. When you get your chance,
just
finish it off. That's why it pains me when my own country play with it. You understand?
Because it will come back to bite you.
It will come back and it definitely will come back and bite you.
If you look at it, Malawi and Namibia were almost at the same place. They were all 9 points. They were all 9 points. Yeah. But this win pushed Namibia up.
Of course, it will push them
up
to
12. And now they are even in second position. So it also tells you how keen this group is.
Yeah.
Aside Tunisia, the rest of them have similar points. Liberia have 10 now.
Yeah.
Equatorial Guinea have 10, and Malawi have 9. And then Namibia, who is second, have 12. So it's very close up there as well. And
so
it's
each win is important.
It's only Sao Tome and Principe who still have 0 points.
Yeah,
and,
for them, they're out.
Yeah, so it means that any team can still get the playoffs to get an opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So you don't have to joke with these chances, especially if you do whatever you have to do and just win the game in the 90th minute. And you can push forward. But if you take some games, for granted, like what Ghana did, is going to
hurt you. Yeah. It's going to hurt you. Now let's go to your very own Kenya. First of all, what was your impression about the game? Because we said the other time that we can see that Kenya is actually Kenya. A lot of us know is more of an athletic country. For when it comes to running, nobody beats Kenya as well as Ethiopia.
Yeah.
But football, we've not really seen them that much on the continent. But I think they are beginning to
gradually,
But generally, in that game, what did you think went wrong for Kenya?
Honestly, my people let me down. Of course, I expected a lot from them a very improved performance. I expected, but it didn't happen that way. They started very well. If you look at the game, they created early chances, which for me, I think if they had, utilized them, they would have, gotten something out of the game. However, they couldn't, utilize those early chances. I think, and it, Gambia punished them
by 3 goals.
By 3 goals. If you look at that Gambia team, they have a very solid, attack, especially the attack. Yako Mensah alone.
Solid player.
Him alone.
Solid player.
His left foot is killer.
His work rate is just incredible.
Exactly. He will work even in attack and defensively. So for me, it was just pure hard work from the Gambian team, especially Mensah and the other attackers.
And I also believe that having that Premier League experienced player in your team is always an added advantage.
Exactly, and if you are ready to work, for me,
and he is such a player that always works. Always works. Yeah. And anytime I watch that young chap, I'm super excited. Some time ago, I watched a documentary about him and where he comes from. And this is why African players are so special, because how they get to that level, place is that level is incredible. So you see that they work extra. They don't want to disappoint their families and all of that. But he's one young chap that
is quite different. When Africans from Africa work hard to get there, then those who are there or who grew up there and want to come back, there's always
a difference. Absolutely, there's always a difference. If you want
African teams, those nations that have this more of this, European, Africans, you watch how they play and you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So on the table, Cote d'Ivoire is I mean, who they won their game yesterday.
By Olongo,
are top on the table, followed by Gabon. So Cote d'Ivoire have 19, Gabon have 18. Yeah. That is incredible.
Yeah,
Gabon.
Their group is 5.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
So Burundi also have 10 with they are third with 10 points. Gambia are fourth with 7 points. Your very own Kenya is fifth with 6 points. Do you think they still have an opportunity?
No, absolutely no.
It's
over.
It's
for
over.
Me, I think it's over, and they'll have to come back.
It's over for Kenya. For Seychelles, we won't even talk about it because they are still having 0 points.
Yeah.
But one thing I'm very interested about is Benny McCarthy, who, I mean, we all know is a legend when it comes to African football.
Yeah.
Do you think that players becoming coaches is something that have, some impact in the game?
Most definitely. For me, I think...
I mean, compared to people who are non-players but are coaches.
Well, in the world of football now, currently, as we speak,
right,
I've gone through all coaches, or many of those coaches, both European and Africa. It's quite difficult currently to see a coach successful who have not played before.
Or even if that is the case, they have players in their backroom
staff. Definitely, they'll have either assistant or anybody around them who is a former player. Aside that, I think is
difficult.
It's quite easier for me
as a player,
as a former player, to relate well with your players. Explain a lot of things to them.
Because you've been there before.
Right. It's very easy to relate those experiences to them. So I think I'll definitely agree they have more success than those who haven't touched football
at all
before. But I think now it is clearer that before you see such a coach who hasn't touched football before, it will be difficult. It will be really difficult.
But do you think that Benny McCarthy has done well with this Kenyan side? Do you think that?
Well,
I mean, he should be given a lot more confidence to continue to build a team.
Yes, honestly, he's been there for a few months now. I think they will definitely give him some time because Kenya need those rebuilding. They need that kind of consistency now because, like you said, they are more of an athletic nation.
Right.
If they want to get their football up there,
they have to.
Then I think McCarthy is the right man to do that. Yeah.
Right. Big shouts going out to Benny McCarthy right there. And I mean, we cannot doubt his knowledge or his experience, even in coaching. Remember, he was with United.
Yeah.
I'm sure definitely it's because he knows his stuff. That's why he was at United. So I mean, sometimes we just need patience to be able to get the right things plugged to work very well.
Exactly.
Right now, DR Congo also faced South Sudan in South Sudan, and it ended by 4-1. DR Congo won this game by 4-1.
Exactly. And
South Sudan, of course.
Yeah,
it's not like Sudan.
Oh no, it's not like we said yesterday. Even though they also lost, but for me, I think South Sudan still has a long way to go. And it wasn't a surprise for me to see them losing by that margin. Hopefully, they'll get home and prepare and then come back the next time.
So on their table now, we are having DR Congo top on the table with 16 points, followed by Senegal with 15 points. Sudan third with 12 points. Mauritania fourth with 5 points. Togo fifth with 4 points, and South Sudan are last with 3 points. Right, from 3 draws.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, I think it's clear that this is a contest between DR Congo, Senegal and Sudan.
Yeah. Sudan
still have that. They can still. I mean, judging from what we've seen Kwesi Appiah do with his boys for some time now, I think there is still that possibility,
of course,
of him upsetting Senegal to get. Even DR Congo is not seen at the top of the, because anything can happen, and then they will come now. So
3 games is still
right,
much.
and I think it's a group to look out for.
Exactly.
I mean, DR Congo. A lot of people would think that Senegal actually should be the one qualifying.
Yeah.
And also Sudan hasn't been bad. DR Congo is also somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So I think it's a very interesting group to look out for in the next coming next 3 games to the end of the qualifiers.
Yeah,
so we see how things, and that's actually Group B. We see how things turn out in that group, right? Yeah. Now we have Uganda trashing Mozambique by 4-0. Did we predict for Mozambique?
I
think we went for all
Uganda.
I think we went for Uganda.
Of course, we have to. I'm sure we
went for Uganda.
I'm sure we have to go for Uganda because
I remember.
Mozambique hasn't been there,
right?
And for me, I think it was maybe I
think we went for Mozambique.
How?
I think we went for because at that point they were all having. I think Mozambique was even ahead of Uganda.
Okay,
it's now that Uganda have won this game that they are now at par.
Okay.
And I remember saying, Mozambique have been doing very well, for some time now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think I also said maybe a draw or something.
I think so.
Yeah. But, I think Uganda tried their best to get these points because for me, like I keep saying, these points are very important, especially in a qualifier like this. So if you get the chance, I strongly believe they took their chances.
Right.
And likewise, if Mozambique got these chances and they took it, I strongly believe they would have also have something to say about the game.
Right.
So good game for Uganda and good points for them.
And good for them in the lead up because now they are second, so they could get the opportunity to play playoffs. Yeah. And Algeria is top with 18 points. Uganda is second with 12 points. You can see the gap there. Yeah. So all Algeria needs to do is just win or draw 2 games and they are good to go. And we have Mozambique being third with 12 points. Guinea 10 points, 4th. Botswana 5th with 9 points and Somalia 6th with 1 point. But it still looks like Africa football is vastly still dominated in North Africa. You know, if you look at all the tables, it's led by North African, and the difference they always give the other African countries is always huge.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Is it? And this has been for like a very long time. And I even think now it's quite better because before it was more serious than it is now. I don't know your thoughts on that.
Well, it's quite clear, and for me, it is always been that way. It has always been. The North African teams dominating. Yeah. It's simple because of how they structure their systems. You can't, live your life without any plan, and you expect to always, stay up there. It is not possible.
Oh.
So most of other parts of Africa, we don't have that proper structure. Especially in rebuilding and development,
yeah,
very important.
Development,
the developing and the system. We don't really put systems in place, but this North African team, they have proper plans. They have proper development plans,
right?
And the systems.
And I also think that like the rest of Africa, like there's the investment is very minimal,
exactly,
and it makes the football system disintegrated,
right?
You cannot count the number of Ghanaian players that are dotted all over other places and that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
But if you go to these places, like the systems are working. These players don't even need to go anywhere.
No.
All they need to do is to just, perform, and they have clubs that will pay them very well.
Yeah.
But you go Ghana, they'll give you $1,000, $100, $100, $70. $50
that's
a
even,
month.
That's even huge.
It's.
That's. Do you see the minimum wages? GFA
for Ghana Premier League?
Yeah, Premier League players. They have,
I think it's 1,500 or so.
1,500, but they have minimum.
And so minimum I think it depends on the level.
Yeah,
I think,
exactly.
Yeah, Division 1 has its level.
Yeah.
And then Premier League also have there. And I think Premier League, the list is 1,005.
Yeah.
Division 1, I think 700 or so. Come on, guys. Come on.
It's bad.
So imagine a Division 1 player sees an opportunity somewhere. He'll be in a hurry to go.
Exactly. So these are the reasons, some of the reasons I think they still dominate.
Well, we need to do better to make the football in Africa more competitive.
Exactly.
I think it's been dominated by South Africa and also North Africa.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So in that, yes, I think we've outlined the standings. Right. Algeria. I think I've outlined the standings already.
Yeah.
Now let's go to the next game. That was between Congo Republic and Tanzania. This game ended 1-1, and right. It was more like, you know,
a 50-50 game.
Right.
For me, I think that was a fair result.
Right.
Tanzania, Congo.
But Congo, Congo, that's their first point ever since Congo Republic, not DR Congo.
Yeah, Congo Republic. Oh, okay.
This is their first
Congo
points
Republic
in this tournament.
Congo Republic.
Yeah, in the qualifiers.
Oh, then good work for me. They've worked for it.
That's crazy.
I mean,
drawing with a second place Tanzania.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
That's a good result for them.
That's incredible.
Good results for them because for me, I think maybe they've suffered so far, and to be able to get a win, a point, that's at least they don't go home. They don't go home
after 6 games.
Yeah,
and I think their group is still a bit back. They are on their 6 games. Yeah, they are 6 games.
For me, I think they will go home feeling a little bit proud.
Well, it's all good. It's all good. It's all for the beauty of the game.
Exactly.
And as I said, in this group as well, Group E, Morocco is leading with more than 8 points.
Huge
margin.
Yeah.
So I mean, we were spot on when we said that, you know, the North Africans are actually doing way better. Morocco are top with 18 points, followed by Tanzania with 10 points. Zambia third with 6 points. Niger also fourth with 6 points. And then Congo Republic last with a point. Right. Now let's look at Benin. Benin played Zimbabwe, and Benin won by 1-0.
Yeah.
Benin, Zimbabwe.
They needed that win because for me, I think Benin.
And this has pushed them to the second place.
Exactly. Benin,
right behind South Africa.
Yeah. Benin is another team that I admire so much because I have a brother in there. So I think this.
Let's give him shout outs.
Yeah, big shout outs. Going out to our brother from here, you know, who naturalized for Benin because of problems with our GFA and all that.
Right.
Big shout outs going out to you. He was here. Was it the last international break where Ghana played Benin?
Yeah, he was in Ghana.
He was in Ghana for that.
I think we need to be bringing some of these guys for discussions.
Right, very important because we need some of these experiences and their stories
for them to tell us their stories.
Exactly,
very important. Very
important. Big shout out going out to him.
Right,
and of course we are looking forward to seeing him once again. Right. And big congratulations for their win against Zimbabwe, and hopefully they will be able to qualify and then go to the World Cup as well.
So South Africa, who will be playing, or they've played their 7th game, and they won. So they are top of the table with 16 points, followed by Benin, who have also played their 7th game with 11 points. So South Africa, as we said, is also, pushing way up. And Rwanda is third with 8 points, followed by Nigeria with 7 points, and Lesotho with 6 points. Also ending the table is Zimbabwe with 4 points. And don't forget, there is a big game coming between South Africa and Nigeria. And they're already pressing each other's necks.
Interesting.
And they're already pressing each other's necks. We'll be talking about that game towards the end of this particular show. Right. So that's it for the Benin-Zimbabwe game. Lesotho played South Africa, and South Africa won by 3 incredible goals.
Yeah.
I mean, we said it, in our preview that Lesotho is no match to South Africa, regardless of whatever the situation might be. So, as I said, South Africa is leading the table. Followed by South Africa is leading the table, followed by Benin, Rwanda, Nigeria, Lesotho. Right. Nigerians are already pressing South Africans next.
You are not a match. They can't match South Africa.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. They had complaints that some of their players were not around when. But you will get there.
Yeah, but you see, the South Africa game, I honestly monitored it a bit, and it started so well. Of course, South Africa, started very well, having a lot of the possession as usual. However, there was a unfortunate incident that happened in the game.
Djibouti.
No, Mobi has to go out through injury, head injury.
Right.
Yes, few minutes. I think about 2 minutes into the game that he collided with a Lesotho player.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, so it was bad. I think he was substituted eventually, and it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
You see, you've had your plans all work out, and then early on like this, you have to be substituted. So I think South Africa really tried to cope well, and of course, breaking through by the first goal by Nkota. For me, I think it was a beautiful, first half, first time volley, half volley into the back of the net, and I was happy, seeing them overcome that, incident because it wasn't easy.
Right.
And of course, eventually, a beautiful shot from the midfield general. Is it Mobida or
Mokwena?
No, not Mokwena. His partner. Yesterday, Mokwena didn't really see the game that his partner was the one.
Right. Who saw?
And of course, it was a save, but a tap in from the Burnley man Foster. Another Premier League experience there. For me, it was beautiful. I think South Africa.
Mbata. Isn't Mbata?
Mbata.
Right, Mbata.
Yes.
Mbata.
So that was a good game for South Africa. I think the Lesotho game they just use it as a practice
to wash their mouth.
Practice and wait for Nigeria to wait for Nigeria.
Wash their mouth and wait for Nigeria.
So they didn't want to score all their goals there. They reserved some of the goals
for Nigeria.
For Niger.
Right. you see,
they will collect it.
Okay, we'll see. Djibouti, Burkina Faso. Djibouti, Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso trashing them. This is proper trashing.
I think
by 6-0.
Yeah, already Djibouti.
Unfortunately, Djibouti had a red card
very early. 11th minute.
That actually,
already
killed them.
Already they were crippled before. So it was like one leg. They were on standing on one leg, and then the red card took the other leg.
And they are standing at one place.
So they just fell. So that's what happened to Djibouti right there. But
unfortunately,
good win for Burkina Faso, and I'm sure captain has promised them something, so that's why.
And I remember we said they had to win this game.
They had to,
and they over impressed.
Of course.
Right. So they're in Group A as well, and in this group, Egypt is leading vast with 5 points.
Yeah.
Followed by Burkina Faso with 14 points. That's impressive from Burkina Faso. Very impressive.
Very impressive.
Very impressive from Burkina Faso. Sierra Leone follows third with 9 points, and Guinea-Bissau follows fourth with 7 points. Ethiopia fifth with 6 points, and Djibouti are last with 1 point. Right. So that's the group of Egypt. Now let's go to I was actually surprised. Cote d'Ivoire, Burundi. That Cote d'Ivoire could only get manage one.
Yeah. You see, this Cote d'Ivoire team, they really have a problem in terms of scoring goals. We've seen what they had to struggle through the AFCON. It was difficult scoring goals. However, I think their attack has one of the best attack in Africa.
Yeah.
You have Adingra, you have
Diallo,
Nicolas, you have Pepe,
Sangari,
Ahmad. So for me, they have to find a way.
And Frank Kessie in the middle.
Yeah, Frank Kessie in the middle.
I mean, top.
Sangari also in the middle. So they have quality. When we talk about quality, they have quality. And of course, for me, I think they lack that Drogba influence in the team. That's focal attack. They have so many wingers.
Sniper kind of.
You get me? They have quality wingers. But that number 9
finisher,
they don't really have it at the moment.
And what even shocks is that, like, had they not win this game or had they drawn this game, they would have been neck to neck with Gabon. Gabon.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
it's not even a case for us to say that maybe because Cote d'Ivoire is already far advanced, or already qualified, then they
still have
they are just 1 point behind Gabon.
Yeah,
1 point in front of Gabon.
In front. So there's still
that was disappointing for me.
That's what I'm saying.
They need disappointing for me. Burundi.
They really lack,
Hey, but Burundi too, they are not sleeping. They are third with 10 points.
10 points, yeah.
10 points. Ahead of even Gambia and Kenya.
Yeah.
Well, it tells you that they are also worth their, and it goes to cement the point that now every African country is trying. Every African country or every country is trying to do something. It's not like football. It's not like those days where it was the birthright of certain countries.
Yeah.
Now it's not like that. It's a country that you give the least opportunity, they will come and just dismantle you and go. Right. Okay. So let's see. So in that group, Cote d'Ivoire is first, Gabon second, and Burundi third. Cote d'Ivoire 19 points, Gabon 18 points, Burundi 10 points. Let's move to the game Morocco Niger.
Another mismatch game.
Another mismatch game
that we all know.
And they also had a red card.
Yeah.
And so
Morocco just dismantled them. They just ran away with the points. Of course.
They just silenced them. And Morocco, as we said earlier, Morocco is top of the table. Tanzania, followed by Tanzania. Morocco 18 points, Tanzania 10 points, Zambia 6 points, Niger 6. Yeah, it's big.
Morocco
it's big.
And Tanzania.
It's big.
8 point difference.
It's big. Now let's go to Mauritania winning against Togo. For me, that's not too surprising.
Yeah, Togo have really been struggling. Togo has been struggling for the past few years, and I mean, they even have to play their home matches away, so it's not going to. It hasn't been easy for them.
After the exit of Adebayo,
things have really gone down.
And the likes of what's his name, Bansi, and all of those guys. Things are not really right. So DR Congo is top of the group, followed by Senegal. DR Congo 16 points, Senegal 15 points. Sudan, I've already spoken about this group. So let's move to the next game. Senegal, Sudan. We actually, tipped this game to be
very tough
game of the week.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Sudan, they were given 2 beautiful goals.
That was surprising to me, even though I understand, yes, very well. And I agree to the fact that Senegal has that quality.
Better than
Sudan. But I was thinking that maybe because of the consistency
they will be able to.
Sudan also has, and the level of improvement that they've been improving, and the impact of Coach Kwesi Appiah, I was hoping that they could at least get a draw out of it. But the Senegalese have proven beyond doubt that yes, they still have that quality, and they just needed to win as well, because the points gap are not really that much between them. So definitely good win for Senegal, even though I wanted something for my countryman to also get something out of this game.
And their group is also very keen, as I said earlier on. So that's still the same group we spoke about earlier. So now let's talk about Egypt, Ethiopia. Another.
What do you expect? Egypt, Mo Salah and his people, they always win. They always win.
Right. So I think we will have one more game that will be Nigeria, Rwanda later on in the day.
Nigeria just have to win.
They have to win this game.
If they don't win this game, they're out.
They just have to,
because you can't win against South Africa. So if you take this game serious. But it's a fact.
Are you sure?
No, Nigeria can't win against South Africa. This is the game they should win.
Right.
And eventually give them some hope.
They need the win. Badly.
Exactly.
Badly. Because Rwanda is even ahead of Benin. Is ahead of them.
So what do you think?
They have to fight for this game. We do that. No, I think this is not even the game we talk about.
Yeah.
We talk about the one against South Africa. Right. Okay, so I think those are the games that played on the 5th yesterday. And also, the next round of games, round 8, we're going to be having some incredible games. But we want to pick just 2 of those games. 2 of those games, Ghana, Mali, and South Africa, Nigeria. Ghana, Mali, South Africa, Nigeria.
Yeah.
These are going to be played, all these games are going to be played on the 9th.
Yeah.
So the Ghana game is on the 8th. And Nigeria's game is on the 9th. That is Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, let's talk about Ghana.
We are here again.
Ghana has a very strong, appetite when it comes to Mali. I think our last game we went to Mali and we won the game. By, I think 2 goals to 0.
Yeah, 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Now Mali is coming home. I mean, we understand. Let's put the Chad game behind us. In your estimation, do you think that this game, Ghana is going to be able to get a win?
I hope so.
You are hoping?
Confidently, I can't say yes.
You can't say yes, right. Why so?
And I am saying that based on what I saw in the last game. And a lot of factors plays when you are to prepare for a game after a disappointing game. So I would want to see a good reaction, though. Definitely, I want to see a good reaction. However, I can't confidently say, yes, Ghana is winning against Mali. If you look at that Mali team and what they did in their last game, confidently, they have grown in confidence.
And our head-to-head is always like up and down.
Exactly, it's not straightforward. It is not straightforward. So I feel like Ghana needs to show that level that, yes, we can do it before we go behind them again. If you look at the game against Chad, they were so, lazy. I think lack of agency, playing with so much pride, ego, individually. So what will they do different in this game? That's a big question. Will they be able to come up with a different attitude? An attitude that would give them the needed points that everyone is crying for. I doubt they will be able to do that within this short period.
You don't think they understand the situation?
I don't think so. Some of the players, I don't think so. From their attitude and their body's demeanor, like how they react, how they look, they feel okay. They feel very relaxed, like they don't care. Right? That is why I said something earlier on. If you understand, I will explain it in this, relating it to Ghana.
Explain it.
What did you say? I said that if you look at players who struggled through Africa to Europe, how they play.
Okay, I remember.
How they play.
Okay.
It's different from those who were born there, raised there, but they decide to naturalize for their relative countries in Africa. How they play. If you compare the two, you definitely see a big difference. Not just difference. There's a big difference. And Ghana has a host of those players. If you go and check our squad, players who have struggled through Africa to Europe are few. Those who have gone through, yes, they might gone through the system from Africa,
by road.
But the struggle I'm saying, some of them didn't see that struggle, so they behave, relax when they come. So I think we still have a problem with that, and I will want to see the approach Coach Otto Addo will, approach this game. I want to see how he will approach it. I want to see clearly from the first minute to the end. I want to see the system in place. I want to see the structure in place. I want to see the direction in place in terms of how we want to win this game. Other than that, if we go to the game against Mali with the same attitude, with the same,
lack of agency,
ego. With personal interest. For me, I think personally they were playing. If every player was playing,
I want to be the one. I want to be the one. If they put that attitude against Mali, I'm sorry.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work. It's definitely not going to work because Mali is a much better team than Chad. We all agree.
Of course. Miles away.
So you understand.
Miles away.
If Chad were able to stand, on their grounds and, have a point against Ghana, what do you think Mali would do?
But don't you also think that should be a motivation? I'm sure these players see some of these videos we make. I'm sure these players, are spoken to.
Of course.
Don't you think that it will also kind of, in as much as Mali sees it as an opportunity, don't you also think that it could also be a motivation for the players to say, guys, we didn't do well in our last game. The country is angry with us. What can we do? Let's come together. Let's put our best foot forward and win this game for the country.
Now, the question I'll ask with regard to that: do you have that leadership in the Black Stars team again?
Do you think it's an issue of leadership?
It's missing. The question you just asked, or the statement you just made, guys, let's do it for Ghana. Ghanaians are angry. Let's do it for Ghana. Do you have that kind of leadership in that team who can confidently stood up to the players and say this? Do you have that person in the Black Stars team again? That's a question. I don't think we do.
Jordan, who captained our side.
He can't do that.
He can't?
He doesn't have that, I think he's more of somebody who wants to
mind his own business.
Exactly. He doesn't really care. He minds his own business. But unlike his brother, Andrea, who will stand
Captain extraordinaire.
Exactly. Unlike Stephen Appiah then. You understand? So that's what I'm saying. We don't have that.
Capito.
So we don't have that leadership in the team anymore.
Football used to be sweet.
We don't have that
Football
leadership.
used to be sweet. The moment they are singing the national anthem and you see Steve Appiah's head alone. Morale. Allah, morale.
The veins in the head. You understand? Now it's not there. So I feel like, yes, it should have been the motivation for them to perform well.
Nostalgic feeling, man.
Exactly. It's lost in the team.
See Sule Montari. You see
Essien.
Come on. Asamoah Gyan.
That leadership is lost in the Black Stars team. So we are just hoping. And if you look at the call-ups, you understand that some players didn't really merit the call-ups, but they are playing. And I also want to understand the criteria of Coach Otto Addo uses to invite his players or to call his players. If you look at defensively, what does he want from the defenders?
What system are you playing?
System
am I looking at?
Calling
this player over this player?
Over this player. In the midfield, I want to see why. Because you can't tell me in a game against Chad, you will use 2 defensive midfielders. Straight. They're all defensive-minded people. You don't have
any offensive, midfielder.
It was strange.
That can drive the ball.
It was strange. It was strange to me. So let's see how he prepares for this game. And for me, I still don't really have hope.
And also, I feel that what happened also affected the young players. That in our last games, we all saw Yerenchi. How he could, drive with the ball through the flanks. I didn't see that. Is it the same attitude that is infecting the young ones that have been given the opportunity to play?
So the reality is this. We blame...
I was so proud of that young chap.
Yes. This is the reality. It all boils down to the midfield. The confidence the midfielders give this, players who are... the heart of the football pitch or everything depends on the midfield. If the midfielders click, every position will click. That's the reality. But if your midfield is dead, every position is dead. That's the heart of every team. The midfield is the heart of every team. Imagine a human being without a heart. So our midfield was dead. It is dead. If you look at Salis, Elisha Owusu, these two people, they are nowhere near the quality the Black Stars need.
Elisha Owusu. I was like seriously.
You understand?
Like seriously.
I think.
And you have been one of the players that have been given consistent call-ups.
Call-ups.
So you should know what this means. You take a ball, he'll do like he'll come back.
Then you go
here,
back
come
pass.
back.
So the midfield was actually affecting that poor midfield combination was really affecting the flanks as well, and it really exposed Gideon Mensah and that young boy Iranchi. Yeah.
Right. At the moment, what if you were in the shoes of Otto Addo and the management team? You are playing Mali on Monday. What should be the mood? What should be the engagement with the players? What should be happening at the moment? What to actually give them a different attitude for the game?
There's no other option than to tell them forget about what is happening. Forget about the news, the noise, everything. The people will talk because you didn't do well. So expect that. And you are professionals. You've been going through it since the beginning of your career. So you don't have to let a lot of things go into your head. The people want the best for the team. You are also here because you want the best for the nation. So why don't you do things right? Simple as that. Simple as ABC. Then give them, as a coach, give them your tactics. Do this and do that. Give them the picture that if you do this and do that, we'll get these results. Paint that picture clearly to them and see if they are able to do it or not. If they don't do it, that's why the nation is big. They are not the only people who can play. Next time, you change. We have thousands of, players who are capable, spread all over the world. So if this group of people can't do the work for you, you change.
Get someone else.
So you give them your tactics. Don't just give them. Show them what the results will be if they do the right thing for you. I don't know whether you get me. If you don't do that, then you just let them in. Everybody should play how he wants to play. You're definitely not going to get results.
You seem not to have the belief that Otto Addo, even if not a coach, has that ability to actually he himself has been a player before.
Yeah.
You think he doesn't have that ability to organize players to play good football?
I think he doesn't have that character now. Maybe in the future, but now he's not the person. I think character in that role is still a long way to go for him.
Being a coach must be very difficult.
Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. You don't just because you play or you did well in your playing career, you think after a few courses you are top there. You can still be under some development, some like how he used to. He's not the main man at Dortmund, even in the academy. He was, like more like a scout for the academy. That was going well for him. He became the assistant after then Dortmund coach was sacked. So for me, he needed that slow, development. He needed that in his career.
Do you think he's under pressure?
Of course, you'll be under pressure if you pick something you are not ready yet. Definitely.
No, but the argument has been that it has always been like this. CK Akono was sacked.
Yeah.
What's his name? Chris Hughton was sacked. Apia was sacked.
Yeah.
Why don't we tackle the issue from the base?
So
rather than always
with regards to these coaches that you've mentioned, most of them don't really go because of performances.
Okay.
Most of them, if we are going to look deep into the main reasons why they left, it was not just based on performances.
What was it? What was it then? For example, Kwesi Appiah.
Kwesi Appiah was doing so well. I think Kwesi Appiah has one of the best, resources for Ghana in recent.
But that's
years.
because he has left.
Now
we are seeing
the reason. So that's what I'm saying. Most of them just didn't go because of the main reason.
But then we felt that they weren't doing well.
That's what.
So it's after the
a lot of things
go on behind
the scenes. And these coaches leave because they don't want to
meddle themselves
intimidated.
with. Right. Don't you think it's the same things that are happening with Otto Addo?
Otto Addo doesn't have the voice. That's why I think they just brought him to cover up things.
So then it means that we know that this wasn't going to
be. But all said, we said it. A lot of people we said it that he's not a match. He's not ready yet. We said it even before he was hired. And the criteria the committee themselves, put up for coaches to look into before they apply. He wasn't able to meet those criteria, but he was hired. So it tells you there was some interest in his hiring, in his appointment. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. He can't tell us that there's pressure because he knows what he...
Should Ghanaians forget about football? Should we the fans? Should we...
Honestly, I've been saying this. I've said it so many times on this platform that I wished the government of Ghana can involve. Get us banned.
How are they... Okay.
Get the
But we are just coming from the normalization for... Like just a few years ago.
Those useless, committees and all, they don't usually do anything. After sitting down hours and then spending big money, what else?
What do you mean by they don't do anything?
They don't do anything. What I'm saying is, Ghana government should intervene. We are all crying GFA. You should just step in. Dissolve the GFA completely. That is government intervention. Then FIFA will ban Ghana for several years. Then we all know that there's no football activities for now. Let's start from the base. Let's start from the base. Then clean up before we can, build again. If
aside that,
nothing is going to change. Aside that, nothing is going to change. We'll be talking, and then worst thing will happen. Because that corruption in that, few in the GFA, in the Ministry of Sports, the leadership of these Black Stars is bad. It's bad. So hopefully,
let's get back into the game.
Yeah.
You wanted to finish on that?
Yeah. So I said, let's hopefully the president of Ghana is listening and you
truly want him to intervene?
Of course.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
That would be the only
Bassett will not be happy with you.
Well,
because he wants to go to US.
Yes, the matches to forget.
Right. But in the meantime, let's assume that we are still moving forward.
Yeah.
In this game, what do you think would give us the best results? What set of players, what set of formation do you think that if you were in the shoes of Otto Addo, you will play to give us results against Mali?
Is Jiku still available?
I think he's not in the call.
He was called, but I don't know whether his fitness level. I don't know how.
Whether
he's
has he reported?
Yeah,
okay.
he was around.
I think there's a problem with his fitness.
Exactly. So I think from what I've seen in the last game,
but don't you also think it was because they felt that Chad was a walkover? That's why they benched players like Juku.
And that's something I can't understand. If you start the game, you see that things are not going how you quickly do that.
So it's also possible that he's not feeling well.
Exactly.
Right.
So for me, I would like to see the back four again because I think
the same back four.
No, not the same back four. The only player I will keep in that back four is Opoku.
There was this player we called some time ago who is playing in La Liga.
At the moment.
Mumin.
He's not around. He's not called this time around.
He wasn't called.
No. At the moment
but he's also
very good. I think he had an injury.
Okay.
So he hasn't started his season yet. So I think they are still being careful.
Right.
So in the back four, I only keep what's his name? Opoku. Then I'll add Samed Salis. The Monaco Mohamed Salis, yes, to the back four. Definitely. What can we do? He's our only left back now. Gideon Mensah.
Okay.
So I have to keep him.
Yeah, right.
But I'll start. What's his name? Tariq Lamptey. He has to start this game.
He's one of the players I also feel is always hungry to.
I don't know
hungry
why.
to play. Yeah.
He has that heart, that fight in him.
Fighting spirit.
So definitely, I want to see him starting. And in the midfield, honestly, I don't want to see Elisha Owusu and Salis at the same time. Maybe one of them
should be in.
One of them should be in, and then the other will be out. And that new guy, Kwesi, is it Kwesi? Something from La Liga. The one who just got and the late call-up. He should be starting this game. I don't really care. He should be starting alongside one of either Salis or Elisha.
Who would you prefer, Salis or
Salis? I think Salis is somehow better than Elisha.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
I think so. I think Elisha is not there yet. So in attack, Mohamed Kudus should play the number 10. He was more on the right against Chad. He should just be the number 10. Play in front of the two pivots in the midfield. He should be the number 10. Then I'll start Kamaldeen Sulemana. Straightforward. I'll let him start. And then, of course, Inaki is still struggling to adapt. And it all boils down to the formations, the tactics of the coach. So I wouldn't start him. I'll start Jordan and Semenyo alongside Kamaldeen Sulemana.
And Kudus.
Yeah, Kudus behind them.
Right.
I think that will give us that, flexibility up front. We will use the pace of Sulemana, the strength of Jordan, and of course Semenyo, and then the skills of Mohamed Kudus.
And for me, it was just that the whole team didn't perform. But then I feel that Jordan actually, did incredible because he gave some very amazing passes that were.
At the moment, Jordan is our best attacker.
I mean, to be honest,
so we can't do without him.
I really saw the stuff he did on.
They only need to release the ball on time. Him, Semenyo, and Kudus. They hold on to the ball too much.
That's the thing we're talking about. You see, it's not just about playing how you want to play. It's about playing with the team.
Exactly.
You release the ball when the ball is supposed to be released.
And what pains me most,
as if you want to do everything by yourself.
And what pains me most, they don't do that in their various clubs.
Yeah, of course.
Why?
You go out. You will not play the next match.
You have to play according to the system the coach gave you.
Why
are you not doing that?
I feel that, you see, like these call-ups shouldn't be a birthright of some people. If a player doesn't perform today, don't call him again.
Exactly.
We have a lot of players who are yearning for opportunities. It looks like because this person is playing in Premier League, he has to be called. Even if when the person comes, the person is not able to perform, we will still have to call the person.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
We are not robots. We have to change.
Yeah.
And that will even give that person the reasoning to make sure that they perform.
Yeah.
Because if we don't do that and allow keep calling, it becomes like, I'm going to be called anyway.
So I
perform anyhow I want to.
Yeah.
What do you think would be your prediction for this game?
Hopefully Ghana wins. I can't give a definite scoreline because they'll disappoint me.
No, for me, I'll predict Ghana win by 2-1.
Okay, Ghana, please win, but I can't predict.
Ghana win by 2-1.
Predict.
I still have some little hope that Ghana. But you see, I'm always big on the bigger picture. Even if we qualify, what are we going to do? That's the question. I don't see
because
that. I don't see that.
I wanted them to just sack him, find a new coach who would play these last two final games, and then take us to the World Cup.
Would it change anything?
Hopefully, if we get a top coach, it might have changed something. Somebody they can't intimidate.
All right, let's see how it goes. I think Now we can touch on the South Africa Nigeria game.
Easy chop crap for South Africa. We don't have to talk much about it.
South Africa.
My people, they know. My South African family, they know. They will just clear Nigeria.
Walk over. But Nigerians are not taking it lightly at all.
Who are those players who score South Africa?
And they've made a point that in the previous couple of games, they most of their top players were not there.
Which players?
I remember in one of the games, Osimhen was
so
not
only
there.
Osimhen.
And what's his name? Boniface was not there. One of the games, what's the name? Atalanta, they are former Atalanta, still at Atalanta.
The African
player who cannot find a team. This is unheard of.
So now you know. Lookman cannot find a team.
Lookman
bearing the crown as the African best player.
It's I don't know, but maybe it's not because of his talent. It's just that his agents are not doing a good job for him.
Well,
but I mean, how do you like what do you think will win the game for South Africa if you think
South Africa? What I think is they have that connection. It is key, They have that unity. They have that straightforward connection in the team. They're always together. They don't have plenty players out. About 90% of their team is locally based and they play together, right? So for me, I think it is important. And if you look at the Nigerian team, they are way disjointed at the moment. They are not together as they used to. Little bit of issues here and there with coaching. A lot of things are happening around this. The team. So for me, that alone is a positive impact for South Africa. However, having said this, because they've gotten some of their key players back, Osimhen, Lookman, and other guys are back in the team. It's going to be a good fight. And of course, even though I said it's going to be a culture for South Africa, they will have to work for it.
Right.
And I think they are ready for that. Just that Nigeria are not ready with the look of their preparations. Just for me, let's just wait and see. But I feel like they are not ready for South Africa. The kind of systems in place for South Africa is not the same as Nigeria. So we'll see after the game. But I definitely, even if there's going to be a fight. Draw it will be a win for Nigeria.
And they drew in their last game in Nigeria, so now they are coming to South Africa, and it looks like it's always a draw between Nigeria and South Africa, especially when it comes to the senior teams. In AFCON qualifiers, they've played a 2-2 draw, they've played a 0-0 draw, they've played a 1-1 draw. The only time South Africa won was, I think, one of the games where one of the African qualifiers where they beat Nigeria by 2-0. That was on the 10th of, I think, and this is even way back in 2017. And so it's always tight for Nigeria and South Africa. But I also think that the home advantage for South Africa will
be key.
Definitely be a point to look out for. But for me, I think it's going to be crucial. It's going to be tough. And Nigeria also know who they are playing against.
Yeah.
So definitely they also want to prove a point. But as you said, unfortunately, they've not really been their best over the past few, should I say months? I mean, the fact that they've even lost a game to Benin and all of that, it's something that can, give South Africa the feeling or the mindset that this is a common team, so we can just go ahead, and do whatever we want to do with them. And that is telling in the standings on the group, because if you look, even Benin is way ahead of Nigeria with 11 points. Though Nigeria have a game to play today, which is against Rwanda, but Rwanda has 8 points as well. So it's it's going to be a close one. If Rwanda is able to win this game, then it means that Nigeria is still going to rest at the position they find themselves at the moment. But as I said, I mean, it's a game that we just have to watch and then see what will happen, because we cannot doubt the quality of Nigeria as well. No. It's what by far one of the African teams with top quality players that play
individually. They are brilliant.
Brilliant
individually, but we are talking as a team.
Exactly, and also the managerial prowess of their coach is something that is yet to be put to the test, because we haven't really seen him, do like, put the team together and, gone ahead to play some, impressive football. Yeah. We are yet to see that, and hopefully maybe in this South African game they want to put that show for Nigeria. But I definitely know South Africa is not also going to sleep and watch them come to their home ground and come and then do that. It's going to be difficult, especially because it's being played in in South Africa. And as you said, the thing that always stands out for South Africa is how these players play together. If they are not together in Sundowns, they are together in what was the name? Pirates. They come together, they play football. They know each other very well. So it's more of an advantage to South Africa than a disadvantage. And most of these players play locally. They are goalkeeper, they are midfielders. So it's more like like business as usual. But as I said, that alone might not be the reason for South Africa winning the game. They have to put in some work. They have to, be ready.
Yeah, of course.
That, the Super Eagles are coming for Bafana, and so Bafana should be able to, if they really have to win this game.
Yeah.
Which, of course, I have the belief that they have the quality. But then, as I said, we cannot also doubt the quality of Nigeria.
Yeah,
so this is a game to look out for. These are the games that excite me, not those ones between what's the name, South Africa and Lesotho. Nah. These are the kind of games that I'm looking forward to. Don't also forget to let us know your thoughts in the comment section regards to these games as well. What will be your prediction for the South Africa-Nigeria game?
I think it's going to be a very slim margin win for South Africa. Like I said, Nigeria will feel happy if they get a draw. But
a draw would definitely not help Nigeria,
but
because
that's
they need
their
a
best.
win.
For me, I think it will be their best resource. Hopefully, South Africa can win by 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I see a very tough game. I see a game that any of these two can I'm just being honest. Any of these two can take it, depending on how they prepare for the game on Tuesday. So hopefully we'll see how that game goes. We'll be back here to give you the review of the games.
Most definitely,
of course, as well. And we just want to say big shout outs to all our viewers, our subscribers, and all of you who keep coming and keep enjoying the content and commenting as well. Don't forget to let us know your thoughts in the comment section about these games that are going to be coming on Monday. Ghana versus Mali, and also South Africa versus Nigeria, and all the other games that will be played. We would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. As usual, my name is Prince Amdan, and we'll be back with more. Peace. We out.